Hey everyone, this is Carmen from CarmenMasterPro.com. Today I'm going to teach you 7 quick ways you can optimize your on-page SEO to get more organic traffic, boost your rankings, and ultimately make more money. So to begin, what is on-page SEO? So on-page SEO is essentially 2 different things. One, it's very literal. It's the on-page SEO. It's the search engine optimization you apply to your web pages, your content, and everything in between. And on-page SEO consists of very, very small tweaks that essentially all compound together to make you rank better, rank higher, index faster, and ultimately just have better performance in the search engine. So secondly though, it acts as a base. When you have your good on-page SEO, it's a base. It's going to allow you to index well. It's going to allow you to have organic traffic coming to the website to then start building links from. Your on-page SEO always needs to kind of come first. And there's all these little small things, these quick wins. And that's what I want to talk about today. So the first one is your URL structure and permalinks. So your URL shouldn't look like this, and if it does, you need to fix them. So as you see, some of them, they're just really messy. They don't even have words in them. And now I actually took these specific URLs from the WordPress permalinks. If you're on WordPress, go to settings, go to permalinks, and you can actually fix this right away. But I actually took the default permalinks here as an example because they're just not good. The search engines can't understand what the page is about, and a user can't either. So instead, they should look like this. One, they should be short. It's been proven that short URLs are better. They rank higher because the search engine can understand what it's about even quicker. Same with the user, but also it allows you to put a keyword right into there. So benefits of running. What is SEO? How to guest post? These are all long tail keywords, just keywords in general. And so try to keep the URL short. Make sure your permalinks are good structure, just like this, and try to throw some keywords in the URLs. Really quick win. You can do that right now today. And the second thing is page speed. So if you look at this chart, it's been proven that essentially the longer it takes for a website to load, the higher the bounce rate goes. And it's pretty simple and pretty easy to understand why. If a website's taking a long time to load, people are just going to leave, go back to Google, and find another resource that's quick, right? So you need to make sure your page speed is good. And this relates to SEO because with the RankBrain algorithm and other updates, Google doesn't just look at backlinks and all the normal stuff that we're used to with search engine optimization. They're starting to look at things like bounce rate, average time spent on page, because if a website has like a low average time on page, a high bounce rate, it kind of means that maybe the ranking, or the website rather, whatever is being displayed on Google isn't that good. People aren't liking it, so they're going to rank you less or rank you lower. So that's a really big reason you do want to get your page speed together. Now, you can use page speed insights by Google, and they'll tell you exactly actually what's wrong with the website. They'll give you a speed, they'll give you a score out of 100. I actually put SEMrush in here, and they scored surprisingly lower than I thought for such a big website and business. But they have like a huge amount of users, so I can't even blame them. But if you run it through there, they'll tell you if you need to minify your JavaScript or whatever it might be. Images being too big, that's a big one. And if you're on WordPress, I'd recommend you go get W3 Total Cache. This is really big for upping your page speed. Imagine just kind of taking a screenshot of your website, and then every time a user comes to the website, it shows that screenshot. It doesn't have to load the website every time again. That's kind of what caching does in a way. PageSpeed Ninja, this says I'm not affiliated with them, but I use them on all my sites, and no plugin has made a bigger impact on page speed than this one. So I check that out. There's a bunch of different settings and tweaks you can do on your own. And JCH Optimize, another good one. It'll help you minify JavaScript, CSS, and it has some optimization features for images. So just some good plugins that I've used myself. Now the third quick win is optimizing your meta descriptions. So no longer do meta descriptions really affect your ranking in a way. You can put keywords in there, but it's really not going to help you rank, but rather if you see in this example, the keyword's going to get bolded, right? So if you put a keyword in the meta description, you're going to increase your click-through rate, which, as I said, with the RankBrain algorithm and other changes to Google's algorithm, those are metrics you want that can help improve your rank and bring more traffic. So make sure for the meta descriptions, like if you're on WordPress, scroll down if you're using the Yoast plugin after every post. Make a quick meta description that's enticing, maybe has a question or some stats, include the keyword, and that's going to help you rank more and get more traffic. So that's a really quick win, and very similar is your title tag. So instead of the meta description, it's up top. That's the title tag. So that's where you want to put keywords and you want to clean up. You can keep your brand name in there like the very first one in this example if you want. But overall, it's a good way to add in some keywords, and that can help you rank for a specific keyword. So optimize both of those. Very quick ways to boost your SEO. And now mobile responsiveness, this is becoming really big in the past few years. Google is starting to give more privileges or more leeway for websites that are mobile responsive, because most websites are now accessed by cell phones, smartphones. So it only makes sense to make them optimized. Now, you want to do this because, once again, it's going to lower the bounce rate, keep people on there. It's going to make people clicking more things on your website, calls to action, go through the lead funnel, the sales funnel. So it helps with pretty much everything regarding user experience, but it's also going to help your SEO just in a very well-rounded way. Now, if you use like a mobile responsive theme, still be careful. Sometimes when you put up infographics or images, whatever it might be, I've had it before where it can still kind of mess up. And if you do CSS changes by yourself and things like that, you code, always double check, because you never know. I've had little things kind of mess up, but in general, just make sure everything looks clean on tablets, mobile, set that up, and Google's gonna reward you for that. So number 6 is your navigation structure. So if you go to Google's Search Console, they used to call it Webmaster Tools, you'll pretty much always see that the homepage of your website has the most authority, the most links. So because of that, what you want is a really nice fleshed out navigation. Here's an example, and essentially you have all the main categories and then maybe different blog posts or different subcategories under them, because then what happens is the homepage starts to give all that authority and kind of all that SEO juice down this little funnel of links and navigation. So, and it's also good because it allows you to place keywords in the navigation. So you want a very thorough navigation, you want it nice and detailed, they want to add some keywords, and that's a good way to clean up your on-page SEO for sure. And that helps with user experience too, because then they can find exactly what they want. They're not kind of going all over the place, and it allows them to kind of backtrack too easily. And now the last thing I want to talk about, I messed up the number here. This should be number 7. It's the alt text of images. Okay, so as you can see, this is some Doritos, but if you right click and you inspect on Google, you'll see the alt text. So the alt text just means alternative text. If the image wasn't to load, this text would pop up. If someone was using, like if they were visually impaired and they had a software that was reading things out for them, it would read out the alt text, so then they knew what the image was. So this is really big. Google looks for it. You can include keywords there, and as well the title or your image and the file name. Optimize those two and throw in some keywords, because Google Images is becoming bigger and bigger, driving more traffic. So if you can clean up your images, you can end up actually getting more Google image traffic as well. So that's pretty good. And oh no, I was wrong. That was number 6. This is the last one, guys. Sorry. So internal linking, another simple thing to do, and it's pretty similar to the navigation. The idea is you want to link your pages and your posts together, because then all the SEO juice kind of flows, and if one page or post starts performing better, it's going to pass that authority off to the other one, and maybe that one goes into another one. So just a little visual here from iNet that pretty much sums it up pretty well, but that's something you can do really quick. And every time you're writing a blog post, I'd recommend just keeping your other, your post page up in another tab, and then just make sure you're linking it. Vary the anchor text, keep it natural, don't put too much, and just maybe like a few per post, depending on the word count and how long it is. But that's 7 easy ways, guys, to optimize your on-page SEO. If you want to learn more about SEO, you can come over to my website. I post quite a bit, usually a few times a week, and I got a free ebook on there. If you sign up to my email newsletter, you get that. It's 12 hacks for increasing your revenue, traffic, and leads. And I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Ciao.